Morning, everyone. Arup. Today we're going to start with school and let's wait for our friends to start the live session. All very excited. Start it. Morning, Sheikh. All are very much patient on the Sainik school and examination. The right time to do a lot of practice, which helps you a lot to understand where you are facing the problems, which kind of a topics, what being asked in the exam. That's the reason I have a very discussion with the right away. We'll start it soon. Let's wait, friends. All preparation is going well. So let's try to get into the question paper discussion now. Morning, Vaishvik. Morning, Kranti. Morning, Arup. So let's try to get into the question paper. Okay. Let's see the first question, everyone. An article is purchased for rupees 450 and sold it for 550. An article is for 450 and sold for 550. Find the gain. So here, as they gave the cost price of an article as well as selling price of an article. Cost price is given as 450 and selling price is given as 500 and, as we can see clearly that selling price is greater than cost price. You can say that clearly we got gain. So gain is how much? According to the formula, selling price minus cost price, which is 550 minus 450, which is 100 rupees. So the gain for this question is 100 rupees, which is option B. Okay, let's go to the second question. Cost price of a watch is rupees 1500 and it was sold for rupees 1230. Find the loss. Here also we can see that they gave the cost price of the watch is 1500 and selling price they gave it as rupees 1230. As we can see that selling price is less than cost price, which means he got loss. Loss formula is what? CP minus SP, cost price minus selling price, which means 1500 minus 1230, which is 270. Right, we got loss as 270, but here they're asking to find loss percentage. Loss percentage formula is what? Loss by CP into 100. Loss by CP into 100. As we got the loss as 170 and the cost price is given as 1500 into 100. So coming to the cancellation of the terms, you can cancel 2 zeros and cancel with the 5 table, 5 threes, or you can go with the table also if you want to better. Okay, so 3 table, 3 many times, 3 5s and 3 90s. Got it as 90 by 5, but still we can cancel it off with the 5 table, 5 1s, 5 18s. So the answer is 18%. We got the answer as 18%. So the loss percentage is 18%. So which is option C. Okay. So here they're asking to find loss percentage, which is loss by CP into 100. Next, coming to the next question, calculate the gain percent of chair bought for rupees 450 was sold for rupees 475. So here also they gave the cost price as well as selling price. Bought for rupees 450 means the cost price of the article is given as rupees 450 and the selling price of the article is given as rupees 475. Okay, so now they're asking to find gain percentage, gain or profit percentage. As we can see clearly that selling price is greater than cost price. Here he got gain. How much gain? Selling price minus cost price. 475 minus 450, which is 25. But they're asking us to find gain percentage, right? So according to the formula, gain percentage is how much? Gain by CP into 100. We got the gain as 25 and the cost price of the article is given as 450 into 100. 1010 gone. 5 9s, 5 2s. We can't cancel it further, right? So 25 multiplied by 2, T by 9. So they gave the answer in mixed fraction. I wanted to convert a mixed fraction because just make sure of one thing, because they won't give the answers always in a fractional form. Sometimes they can give it in the mixed fraction also. Okay, so that's why we need to make aware of converting a normal fraction to mixed fraction also. So 9 5s 45. So we got the remainder as 5. We can write this as 5 by 9 percentage, which is option C. Is option C. Okay. Now coming to the next part. A man buys 5 oranges for rupees 3. A man buys 5 oranges for rupees 3 and sold them for rupees 1.2 each. Rupees 1.2 each. Which means buys. Buys in the sense that is nothing but cost price. Cost price of 5 oranges is how much? Rupees 3. Cost price of 5 oranges is how much? Rupees 3. Cost price of 1 orange will be how much? Cost price of one orange, 3 by 5. Just leave it like that. That's okay, not a problem. Okay. So, coming to the selling price. Selling price of one orange is 1.2. I want to convert this decimal in the form of fraction, 12 by 10. As we have one digit after a decimal, so we can write it as 12 by 10. 6 5s. We got the selling price of one orange as 6 by 5. Now, they're asking whether it is a loss or gain percentage. So, let's see. As we can see that both the cost price and selling price are like fractions. Like fractions means both the denominators are same. We can call them as like fractions. We can say clearly that selling price is greater than cost price, which means we're getting gain, right? Gain is how much? Selling price minus cost price, which is 6 by 5 minus 3 by 5, which is 3 by 5. Okay. Now, they're asking to find gain percentage. They're asking to find gain percentage. What is this gain percentage? How to calculate this? As we are aware of this gain percentage, gain by CP into 100. Gain by CP into 100. So, gain is 3 by 5. CP is how much? CP of one orange we are calculating, okay? Gain is also 3 by 5. CP is also 3 by 5. Both gets cancelled and we'll be getting 1, right? 1 into 100. How much? So we are getting again 100. So which means what? Profit or gain of how much? 100%. Okay. Just be careful with the calculations also, because that makes a lot of difference in your exam. Okay. Either if you are comfortable doing in decimals, you can do it that, or you can do in a fractions also. Okay. The answer for this question is 100% gain. Now, let's see the next question. Man loses 10% by selling an article of rupees 270. Find the cost price. So, this is slightly a tricky question. Not a tricky question. If you are aware of the formulas well, then you can do well also. Okay. So, they gave cost percentage, how much? 10%. And selling price is 270. They're asking us to find the cost price. So, cost price of an article is nothing but 100 into SP by 100 minus cost percentage. This is the formula. If you remember the formula, you can do faster also. That's why we keep on telling to concentrate on the formula. CP formula is 100 into SP by 100 minus loss percentage. As I gave the selling price as 270 and the loss percentage is nothing but 10. 100 into 270 by 100 minus 10, 90. I'll cancel off 0 and 0. 9 into 3. We got 100 into 3, how much? 300 rupees. The cost price of the article is how much? 300, which is first option. Okay. Now, coming to the next question. Question number 6. Here, 1 kg of ghee was bought for rupees 40. What? Is nothing but cost price. And sold for rupees 50. Cost price of the ghee is given as 40 rupees and the selling price of the ghee is given as rupees 50. Find the profit percentage. Here we can see that selling price is greater than cost price. Is how much? Selling price minus cost price. T minus 40, which is 10. Now, profit percentage or gain percentage. What is the formula? Profit by CP into 100. Profit by P into 100. Profit is 10 and CP is given as 40, 100. I'll cancel off this and 0 table 25 times. So we got the percentage as 25%. So profit percent we got it as 25%. Morning Kone Venkatram. So let's go for the next question. A human body does not have a temperature below 94 degree Fahrenheit because that is our normal. I mean, it won't be below 98 degree Fahrenheit, which we say that the body temperature. Human body does not have a temperature below 94 degrees. Convert into degree centigrade or degree Celsius. This is related to conversion of temperature from degree Fahrenheit Celsius. So first, if you are aware of the formula clearly, then you can do the calculation very easily. So let's see the formula. C equal to 5 by 9 F minus 32. In order to convert a degree Fahrenheit to Celsius, our formula. Let's substitute. What is F? F is nothing but temperature which is in Fahrenheit scale. 94 minus 32. 5 by 9 times of the bracket. If I remove, you can replace it with the multiplication symbol. 94 minus 32, it will be 62. Okay, now it's not exactly divisible, but still we can say 9654, right? We'll be getting it as 6.88 like that. Okay, so 5 into 6.88 will be getting it as 34.4 Celsius. Okay, so we got the 94 degree Fahrenheit in Celsius as 34.4. End point of approximately we can keep it as 34.3. Now, morning Avinash. So here also, coming to the 8th question, value of 302 degree Fahrenheit in degree Celsius. Here also they give the temperature in Fahrenheit, we convert in Celsius. Same formula, right? C equal to 5 by 9 F minus 32. Replace the value of F as 302. 302 minus 32. When we subtract this, we'll be getting it as 270. Sometimes the calculation might be easier, sometimes it might be difficult. Okay, so careful with the calculation. 9 ones, 9 30s. 5 times of 30 becomes 150 degree Celsius. Okay, next, coming to the next question. Here the the correct option is option C. Next, question number 9. Value of 185 degrees Celsius in degree Fahrenheit. So here they're asking us to convert a degree Celsius to Fahrenheit. The formula will change, right? Not like the previous two problems. What is this formula? F equals to, that formula also fine, but sometimes it might be a tricky one. Instead, if you remember the direct formula, that will be 9C by 5 or 9 by 5 plus 32. What is C here? Temperature in degree Celsius, which is given as 185 plus 32. According to Bosch, we need to do the multiplication, right? Table 92, right? So here 9 by 5, right? 9 by 5 times of C. 9 by 5 times of C. C is nothing but 185. 5 table, cancel 5 ones and 5 3 15 left. 9 into 37 becomes how much? 7 into 9 and 6. 333 plus 32, which is nothing but 365 degrees Celsius. 365 degrees Celsius. Morning bit 2. So we got the answer as option A. Next, let's see the next question. Here also they're asking convert a degree Celsius to Fahrenheit. Degree Celsius to Fahrenheit means here also I need to use the above formula, like F equals to 9C by 5 plus 32. They gave it as 100 plus 32. 5 ones, 5 20s. 9 into 20 becomes 180 plus 32. Or the answer as 212 degree Fahrenheit. Option B. Okay. Next. A shooter shoots 10 birds daily. Daily in the sense sometimes the sentence or the word they are using is also important. meanings also. Daily means for every day. So 10 birds are shot in one day. Daily means. How many days take to shoot 500 birds? So 500 birds will be shot in how many days? Let it be X. Like in a unitary method concept in which it's under direct method. The birds and the number of days. As we have a shortcut like multiplication method, 10 into x equal, right, 500 into 1. In order to find number of days, 500 by 10, 1010 gets cancelled, or the number of days as 10 birds shot daily. So in one day 10 birds are shot. Many days 500 birds. So got the answer as 50 days, which is nothing but option A. Okay, next. Cost of 12 pence is 400. Cost of 12 pence, cost of 20 pence, and as 100. Let's see. Cost of 17 pencils is given as 119. Yesh bought 1 pen and 1 pencil. How much would he? So he gave the cost of 20 pens and 17 pencils. But Yesh bought only 1 pen and 1 pencil. So find the cost of 1 pen and 1 pencil first. So also coming under this unitary. Right. Cost of 1 pen. As we have seen profit and loss questions, payment problems like that, right? Also one of the important methods. Cost of 1 pen is how much? 400 by 20. Cancels. Once 20s. We got the cost of 1 pen as 20 rupees. First, along with this, we the cost of 1 pencil also. Cost of 7 pencils. They gave it as 119. So cost of 1 pencil will be how much? 119 by 17. 17 table we can cancel off 7 times. So we got the cost of 1 pencil as rupees 7. The value of cost of 1 pencil and cost of 1 pen also. But Ash bought only 1 pen and 1 pencil, right? So find the cost or the amount he paid to the shopkeeper. That's nothing but cost of 1 pen is 20 and cost of 1 pencil is 7. So altogether he paid how much? 27 rupees. Okay. Paid cost as 27 rupees, which is option C. Okay. Next. Sometimes the question might be bigger, but the concept will be very small. Just need to have a patience to do a problem. Now, a worker makes an article in every 2 by 3 hours. He works for 7.5 hours. How many articles will he? So here in this question, making an article, preparing an article, and how much time is taking to make an article, one article. An article means one article for 2 by 3 hours. So one article is prepared in 2 by 3 hours. But if he works for 7.5 hours, 7.5 hours means, don't know how many articles he can make. 7.5 hours means I want to convert this in a mixed fraction, right? Mixed fraction. 7 1 by 2 means 15 by 2. Okay. So one article is prepared in 2 by 3 hours. The number of articles 7.5 hours. Number of articles equals to also one of the right direct method. So this 50 by right 15 by 2. Let's make sure of one thing. Whenever the fraction, this fraction comes reverse, right? Fraction when it goes reverse, which is 3 by 2. Instead of 2 by 3, it will by comes 3 by 2. which is 15 into 3. Numerator gets multiplied and denominator, which is 45 by 4. But the answer is not given in fractions. In fractions in the sense it is given in mixed fractions. So as all we are aware of converting a normal fraction to mixed fraction, for the remainder as 1. 11 1 by 4. We can prepare the articles 11 1 by 4 articles. 11 1 by 4 articles. Okay. Next. Coming to the next question. Length of 3 pieces of wire are given as 6 meter, 80 centimeters, 18 meter, 26 meters, and 12 meter, 65 centimeters. The average. This comes under average. All know average is nothing but observations by number of observations. Right? Here, how many observations in the data which is given? Here we have 3 lengths of a wires. Lengths. But observe the lengths clearly. All are not in 1 unit. First thing, 6 meter, 80 centimeter. I want to convert it in terms of centimeter. 1 meter is nothing. 100 centimeter. 680 by 680 centimeters. Like that, if you check for all of them, the first one becomes 680 and the second one, much? 18 meter, 26. 1800 plus 26, which is 1826, right? 1826. 1826. That's 1826. Coming to the next one, that might be 1265. And how many number of observations are there? Just 3. Okay. Add up all of them. Add them. Okay, 1 and 9. You can do the calculation as you wish. Like write it like this: 1826, 1265. Right. Seven, 1 by 3. Right? Here I need to cancel off the 3 table. Else 36. Get it as 1257 centimeter. But they gave the answer in meters and centimeter combination, right? So that will be 12 centimeter, because I can write this as 1200 plus 57, which is 12 meter, 7 centimeters. Okay, 12 meter, 57 centimeters. Understood? The answer for this question is 12 meter, 57 centimeter, which is option B. Okay, let's see the next question. So average of 40 students, they gave it as 10 years. Average of students as 10 years. According to the formula, we know that sum of number of 40 students by 40. 10 into 40 becomes 6. So sum of 40 students, marks is how much? 600. When 10 students are admitted, means joined. Last 10 students joined. So average increased by 0.2 year. 10 students are joined. Only how many students? Average of 30 students. But it increased by 0.2, no? Initially or before 10 years, it increased to 0.2. 10.2 years. So here, sum of 50 students by 50 students by 50 is how much? 15 point. But in the sum of 50 students are maybe 2 students are 50 students. So sum of 40 students is 600 and the new 10 students. New 10 students. 40 students, sum is how much? 600. Here we got as 600. New 10 students, we are able to find it. 15.2. From this, 600 plus new 10 students to 15.2 into much. 15.2 into 50 means how much do we get? As far as the decimals are can convert it to fraction, 155, 60, right? Okay, but students data is how much? All 600 plus 10 students, which is new 10 students much 10 students. 760 minus 60 minus, getting it again, 10 students will be how much? 60, we got this value, right? 60 minus 600. 760 minus 600, get 160. Okay, the data as 160. Tell me how many are there? 10 students, right? Average of 60 by 10 students, right? 16. 60 by 16, so we got it as 16. The answer for this question is 16 years. Answer for 16 years. See, whenever you are not able to follow the current, if the live session is ended, just review it again and check the then it again. You can listen as many times you want, as many times understand it. Not a problem. Next, coming to the 16th question. Average age of 40 students is given as 18 years. And the teacher's age is also calculate the average of age becomes 19 years. And the teacher's age is included, average becomes 19 years. First, average of 40 students. Average of 18 years. Okay. Average of students is 18 years. So sum of 40 students by 40. 40 students equals to 18. Sum of 40 students is how much? 18 into 40 is 720. When the teacher's age is included, which is nothing but the average change to 19 years. When the teacher's age is included, that will be average of 41, right? Average of 41, which means sum of 41 by 41 equals to how much? The average became 90. But sum of 41 means there are 40 students and one teacher is there. As we all know, the sum of 40 students is how much? 720 plus teacher by 41 equals to 19. Okay. The teacher's age included over there. That's why 720 plus t by 41 equals to 19. 720 plus t equals to 41 into 19. 41 times of 19, how much do we get? 41 into 19. We do the multiplication part. 41 into 19, 9, 6, 1, 4, 9, 9. Plus 779. This age will be how much? 779 minus 720, which is 59 years. The age of teacher is how much? 59 years. Average of the age changed to 19 when teacher's age is included. They are asking us to find the teacher's age. Found the age of a teacher as 59 years. This is a very important model, okay? Sorry children, You can keep on checking the video whenever you want. Okay, when the live session channel, you. Let's coming to the next question. A boy gets 25 marks out of 80 and fails by 15 marks. So boy got only 25 marks out of 80. Failed by 15 marks means pass mark. Pass mark be got 15. They have passed. Got only 15. So got 15 extra marks. They have passed. Pass marks here it is how much? 40. But the exam was conducted for 80 marks. Right? Pass percentage they're asking. Pass mark. The marks he got by the total marks. Marks he got by total marks into 100. 101 cancels. Okay. 8 5s. 5 into 10, 50%. So pass percentage of the marks is nothing but how much? 50%. So which is option C. Okay. Next. 15% soldiers of a regiment were killed in a battle and 6,800 soldiers were survived. Many soldiers were in the regiment. So in this question, the regiment is nothing but soldiers will be camp. Enemies or action thing. Here 15% of soldiers were killed in a battle. 6,800 only survived. 15% were killed. Remaining percentage have been survived. 15% were killed. Remaining percentage is nothing but they survived. Any percentage of soldiers were killed. Let the number of soldiers be let of soldiers X. Total number of soldiers be X. So as they mentioned, 15% were remaining 85% are survived. 85% of X is equals to 6,800. So 85% into X equals to 6,800. 6,800. Start with the calculation. 5 teens, 520. X equals to 6,800 into 20 by 17. 1700 into 20 is how much? 8,000 soldiers. Totally 8,000 soldiers are the regiment. The total soldiers in the regiment are 8,000. Okay. Don't worry about that. Connections carefully. Next. Square root of x plus 25, x plus 625 equals to 80% of 1200 minus 310. First, find the value of this equation. X plus 625 is to 80%. 80 by 100 into 1200. Zeros, 2 zeros will be cancelled. Okay, 2 zeros will be cancelled. And minus 310. 80 into 12 becomes 960 minus 310. If I do the subtraction, 0 by 650. X plus 620. We got the value of x as 650 minus 625. It's 25. Asking square root of. Okay, this is square root of. Square root of this whole. Okay, of this whole thing. It's nothing but, okay, that's why the square root of this plus 625. We got x as 625. As we find the value of x, as we need to find the value of x, so x becomes how much? Square root of which number is 625? If I change to the other side, becomes 25 square. The answer for this question is 625. So the value of x is nothing but 625. Okay. Next, find the interest on rupees 600. Find the interest on rupees 600 for 2 years at the rate of paise per rupee per month. So interest, simple interest concept. As I didn't mention, it is simple interest. So what else they gave on 600? So they gave the principal as rupees 600. Gave the principal as rupees 600. And the time is given as 2 years. Principal is 600. Time is years. Coming to rate of interest. 2 paise per rupee per month. As we know, all rate of interest is calculated on per annum. Per annum means for a year. Rate of interest is calculated for an year. 12 will be having it because they gave it only for 1 month. As we need for 1 year, into 12 becomes 24. Okay, which means rate of interest is given for 24%. Okay, as they gave the values of P, T and R, they are asking to find interest, simple interest. Much P, T, R by 100. P into T into R by 100. 600 into by 100. Two zeros will be cancelled. As the number of zeros are getting cancelled, the remaining numbers multiplied. 6 into 12, 12 into 24 becomes 188, which is nothing but option D. So we got the answer as option D. Next, what time will the sum of a money at 13 1/3% simple interest triple? So always the amount. Okay, the amount they kept is P. Okay, they didn't the value. The rate of interest they gave it in the mixed fraction 13 1/3%, which is 40/3%. They gave the value of rate of interest as 40/3%. And the time they gave it, need to find the time. But sum becomes triple. The simple interest become triple in the sense, what is the meaning of that? Always amount will become than the principal, which means amount is given as TP, triple, 3 times of the principal. Okay, triple means 3 times of the principal. As the formula for amount is principal plus simple interest. Amount they gave it as 3P plus PTR by 100. Shift this P to the other side, which means 3P minus P equals to PTR by 100, which means 3P minus P becomes P equals to PTR by 100. We can cancel this and P as both the sides equal is there, and that too they are on the above top side, numerator side. We can cancel them. Now this gets cross multiplied, right? 2 into 100 by R equals to T, because here we are able to find value of time. What is the value of R? 40/3. Okay, time equals to 200, 203 by 40. This is 4 5s. 5 into 3. Finally, we got the value of time as 15 years. Got the value of time as 15 years. First thing, the simple interest triple itself means that is nothing but amount. Okay, always the amount will be greater than the principal or the sum. Simple interest triple itself means that is nothing but amount. What is the formula for amount? Principal plus interest. Then we substitute the value, so we got it as time as 15 years. Okay, next. Also similar model coming under a concept. 1 rupees 1 becomes 1. Rupees 1 becomes 9. So the principal is given as 1. It became 9 rupees. 9 rupees means the sum becomes more than, whatever the value than sum, that is nothing but amount. Yes, 1 becomes 9. 9 means that is nothing but amount. Time is 60 years. As we applied the same formula above problem, it's related to the same concept. Equals to principal plus simple interest. Amount is how much? 9 equals to 1 plus 3r by 100. 9 minus 1, 8. Principal 1, time is 60, r by 100. Please twice. 8 equal to 3r by 5. Got the value of 8 as, 8 equal to 3r by 5. As we need to find the value of r, 8 into 5, 40 equal to 3r. r equal to 40 by 3. If I convert this into fixed fraction, 3 13s 39. This is 13 1 by 3 percentage. 13 1 by 3 percentage. Okay, 13 1 by 3 percentage. This is option C. Next, what is the difference between largest number of 4 digits, least of 3 digits? Largest 4-digit number is what? 9's. Largest digit number is 9's. Same way, what is the smallest, least or smallest 3-digit number? Okay, least or smallest. Least 3-digit number is 1. They're asking difference. Difference means we just need to subtract, right? 9, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9. So the answer for this question is option A. Okay, whenever they mention the largest 3-digit number or 4-digit, that many number of 9s do we get? Whenever they mention the least 3-digit number, least 4-digit, 1 and remaining digits. Okay, now let's go to the next question. Here, number 97580, digits 5 and 7, 7 and 5 interchange. Interchange means they exchange their places. Okay, they exchange their places. Like place of 7, we need to keep 5. Place of 5, we need to, like place of 7, I am keeping 7, like this. Interchange means they exchange their places. Okay, difference between the original number and new number. Original number is greater, right? Take the difference. Subtraction. The original number. Okay, this is our original number. After interchange, we got the number like this. Interchange means just exchanging their places. Okay, now we'll do the subtraction. Take a borrow, 15 minus 7 becomes 8. Okay, 1. Got it as 1800. Okay, answer as 1800, which is option D. Next, 25. Find the difference between greatest and least that can be written in the form. Okay, greatest number. Let's see the greatest number. Right, greatest number. Whenever you write a greatest number, they gave some digits. Write them in decreasing. Highest number is digit. We can 10, 6. All the digits are arranged in a decreasing. Same way, least number. Least number means quite opposite. Right? Opposite. Write the digits in a ascending order. Small to 3, 6, 7. Now they're asking to find the difference. They're asking to find the difference. When we take the subtraction, we'll 6, right? 9, 5. Option A. Option next. Subtract the difference of first two, right? So first we take the difference 2. Difference means subtraction, sum means, right? While doing the difference, subtraction 7 minus 9.4. Take the difference of 8.382 and 7. Got the difference as 0.4. And let's take the sum. Sum means we need to add them, right? 5.65 plus 1.326. We add them to now subtract the answers, the outputs. We need to subtract them. 0.00 minus 0.4. 6, 5, 5, 6. Like the difference of first two, subtraction of the first two, and sum of the last two. Add them. The answers we got finally, we subtract. Okay, the difference is option C. Okay, next. Fraction equivalent to. Equivalent fractions mean by the fraction to simplest form. Simplest form, same. It's decimal number, right? So decimal after we have 2 digits. As we have decimal after 2 digits, I'll write 2 zeros of have after. That means 25 by 100. I'll do with the. Can start with the small. So that is also correct. Fine. The answer won't change. 25 4. 5 by 4. Still, give the answer in mixed fraction. Convert this into fraction. 1 by 4. Option B. Okay. Next. This is based on simplification, right? 9 by 100 means 0.09. 3 by 1000 means decimal after 3 digits. Here 1 9 0 0 is our base, like write all straight in decimal. There are no digits, write zeros only. Okay, no that place, just write it. We add them 3 1, so 1.0. Option B. Option B. Next, HCF of 16, 88, 700. So there are many ways to do HCF of using prime factorization, third or also. The option is number dividing HCF, highest common. Divide all the 3 numbers. So all this means it's clear. Lesser time is first option. By 216 times 3 times is 72 280 by 720 also. How many times? 10 times. 70 is dividing all this number 84. Let's choose the greatest number 84. So that option verification, whichever option divides all the numbers. Okay. 70 dividing all the numbers. That's why HCF of okay. HCF means that number should all the numbers. Next question number, LCM of numbers is 28 times HCF. LCM of numbers equals to 28 times of HCF. Sum of LCM plus HCF, they gave it as how much? 1500. So LCM they gave it as 28 times of HCF. From this, +8 plus 1 becomes 29, right? Both are of like term. 29 times of HCF equals to 1740. From this we got HCF as 1740 by 29. So divisible how many times? 29 60. So we got the HCF as 60. But once after getting HCF, the value of LCM also. LCM is how much? 28 into HCF, which means 28 into HCF is how much? 60. 0 8 1680. But LCM into HCF with the as product of numbers, right? HCF equals product of numbers. I gave the number as 40, the other number. I gave only one number as 240 and the other number as X. So LCM we got it as 1680. HCF we got it as 60 by 40. That is the value of X. The value of X. 0 0 cancels. 6 1s 6 4s. Table 420. We got the number as 420. As we know the formula of LCM into HCF, product of numbers. We got the other number as 420. Okay. Next one, number 30. HCF of prime numbers. HCF of prime numbers. Whenever you want to find HCF of any two prime numbers, it will be always 1. Because prime numbers are divisible by 1 and itself, right? Plus char by and itself. Means divide only 1 and same number and same number. HCF, they won't have any common factors. If have any common factor is 1. HCF of prime numbers is always 1. Remember that. Okay. If I take any two prime numbers, let's suppose 2.5. Factor is only 1, right? Okay. This is the highest common factor is also. Whenever you are taking any two prime number, highest common factor will be 1. The answer for this question is option B. Next question. HCF of two numbers as 16. So HCF of two numbers, right? HCF is 16x and 16y. Let the numbers are the numbers. Let the two numbers 16x, 16y. LCM, take the LCM of this. LCM might 16 times of. So this we can understand one thing. The multiple of 16, right? 16. And the one or smaller one, obviously 16 times of something means greater one, right? Of this is, as I gave the numbers are HCF of 16. Asked to find LCM. But this data we can't say exactly, but 16 and not exactly 16. It of 16, 16 and 28. But HCF itself 16. LCM can't be 16 again. Later only. According to this problem, what the answer as? Okay, next question. Digit at 1. Take any 2-digit number. Place. Anything about any digit place of tens place. X, let it. This kind of number will always, if the is present in a place, obviously it will have a factors are one and itself, right? Which means obviously it is having more than 2 factors. More than factors. Which means according to which is having more than factors. By more than 2 factors, like 1 itself, a number 12, I mean 15, let us say, right? And so a number which is having more than 2 factors, which has a number. This question answer as complex. Next, the choice is given. Co-primes means the factor should be 1. Factor should be 1. Among the options, we can clearly say that the common factor is 1. For the other options, the common factor is 2. Factor is again common is 2 again, right? But for the first option, factor is much 1. Are prime numbers. There has to be co-prime. They should be a prime numbers first. The other options we don't have any. We have, but the 2 numbers are not prime. Has to be. Find the greatest number that divides 40, 91. Has to leave the remainder. Same remainder in each case, right? Greatest number. I use the word greatest number. That's related to common CF. First, as he mentioned, they have the same remainder. First, take out the difference. (183 minus 91). Okay. Always the greater number. 91 minus 43 becomes 8. Here 90. Here HCF of 3. HCF factorization. Take these two numbers. 10. 8. Like this, right? Instead of that, stable method CFE also. Options. CF, right? numbers. Other three are not even dividing it, right? I won't say you, but time taking. Which is dividing all your answer, right? Next, come the next question. Traffic lights at two road junctions change change simultaneously. After how many seconds will they change simultaneously? Here the traffic light seconds and 1 1 second. All about CM part. CM of observe both. They're as 37 seconds simultaneously. Them all together like bells ringing together. Traffic lights change simultaneously. GM. Next, here the answer for the question is option C. Next question number 37. Largest positive square which can be used to pay. First thing you need to do is convert both of them into plus 40. The long is given 500 and next thing breadth 100 centimeters. These two largest possible square is nothing but CF. Small square tiles, right? Just side square one, okay? That's nothing but this case 40. So 48 so according to this CF should be 8. CF of 540 and 374, right? Asking to find the HCF of this. HCF of this number, which is 544 and 374. While finding HCF of these two numbers, what do we need to do? First thing you need to check is HCF of numbers. Finding the HCF, first thing you need to Addition is all about finding the HCF, right? HCF. Just make sure of addition is all about finding the HCF, right? So over here, HCF is simple. Find it. HCF. As I mentioned, the largest possible. So L is given as 500 plus 44, which is 544, and the breadth is nothing but 300 plus 74, which is 374. Largest possible thing is HCF of 544 and 374. Okay, 544 and 370. Get this option, take it with 26. I'll do with the division method as we have only two numbers, no? 370. Subtraction. Much? 170. 340. Again, what happens over here? Take a smaller number, right? 5. Right. But the HCF as 34. Largest possible length is how much? 34. Largest possible length is how much? 34. Okay. So here the thing is clear. Got the largest possible length as 34. Coming to the next question. Question number 38. Here, the average of first 10 odd numbers. Average of first 10 odd numbers. As we have a direct formula here. The direct formula, average of first n odd numbers is again n. Again n. The answer for this question is average of first 10 odd numbers is 10 again. Okay. The answer for this question is 10 itself. Okay. It's 10 again. Coming to the next question. Beth worked 33.25 hours last week and 23.75 this week. How many total hours did she work? The total hours in the sense, that's nothing but last week hours and this week hours also, right? Total equals to 33.25 plus 23.75. When we add these two decimals carefully, 0, 1, 7. Altogether, she worked for 37 hours. She worked for 37 hours, which is nothing but option B. Okay, so she worked last week 33.25 hours, and this. How many hours did she work? 37 hours. Next. Christopher his bike 3.15 miles on Friday and then 0.2 miles on Saturday. How many more miles did Christopher bike on Saturday than on Friday? So, how many more miles, okay, did he bike on Saturday than on Friday? That's nothing but the difference, right? Example, if you got 25 marks, and friend got some 40 marks. How many marks did he got more? Difference, right? Same way, 4.2 minus 3.15. As I mentioned, whenever you're doing addition or subtraction, there are no digits in that places, keep zeros. Okay, keep zeros. 5. 0.05. How many more miles he wrote? 1.05, which is option C. Okay. Now works 15 hours a week, Monday to Friday. Last week she worked 3 1/2 hours on Monday, 4 hours on Tuesday, 1/6 hours on Wednesday, 1/2 hours on Thursday. How many hours did she work on Friday? So different times, right? So let's check for each day. Like Monday she worked much 3 1/2. Okay, so Monday, and on Tuesday 4 hours, and Wednesday 2 1/6, Thursday 1 1/2. On Friday we don't know, right? But all together totally how many hours? 15 hours. Convert them into normal fractions. 7/2, 15/6/2 plus Friday equals to 15. Okay, so if I take out the LCM as 6, 3, right? 21, 24 plus 13 plus into 3, no, 9 plus 6f. If I take out the LCM and then simplify, we'll be getting it like this, 50. So if I add all of them, 21 plus 24, 45 plus 13, how much? 58, 65 plus 6f. Okay, 45, 8, 67, right? 67, we got it. After adding all the values, we got 67 f, then this will be changed. How much? 90. 67 plus 6f equals to 90. 6f is how much? 90 minus 67. How much? 23. Equal to 3/6. F equals to 23/6. But they gave the answer in mixed fraction. Mixed fraction means how much? 6 3s are 18, no? Get a reminder as 5. 3 5/6. So the answer is option C. As they gave the total number of hours, right? Each day. They're asking us to find it on Friday. How many hours did she? In order to find that, we added the Monday hours, Tuesday hours, Wednesday hours all together equals to 15 hours. The answer is 3 5/6. Okay. The answer is option C. Next question. There are 25 boys and 25 girls in a class. They're asking to just find the ratio of number of boys to total. First find total students, which is nothing but number of boys plus number of girls. Total students are how many? 50. Asking to find the ratio of number of boys, number of students. Number of boys are how many? 25. The number of students are 50. As a ratio is nothing but a fraction, right? 25/50. 25 ones, 25 twos. 1 by, in order to write it in a form of fraction, I can write it as 1:2. Okay. This is option A. Next. Number 43. This question, length and breadth of a rectangular park are given as 50 and 40. Length is given as 50 meter, breadth is given as 40 meter. They're asking ratio of it. Ratio means 50:40, right? If I remove the ratio and write it in the form of fraction, cancels by 4. It is 5:4. Answer is option B. Next. Bob scores 56 and John scored 72 math exam. Mark of the test is 80. Percent John scored more than Bob. There are two persons, Bob and John. Gave the marks they got out of 86 and 72. Asking how much scored more. As the marks are having some. Not to find percentage of marks he got, percentage of marks he got by the marks he got is how much? 56. Marks he got is 56 by total marks how much? 80 into 100. 0 cancels, 8 table, 8 into 7, that's 70%. Bob got how much percentage? 70 percentage. Coming to John, John got 72 marks out of 80. 0 cancels, 8 nines. So he got 9 into 10, 90 percentage. John got more percentage compared to Bob. Much more. How much more John got? T minus 70. So percentage difference, or John got more. How much percentage? 20 percentage more. Okay. The answer for this question is option C. Okay. Asking who got more percentage, but how much more percentage? Okay. So John got more by how much? 20%. Next. What will be the fractional form of 4 percentage? Percent, the symbol itself specifies 100. Once 25. The answer for this question is 1 by 25. Option D. Okay. Now, next one. 0.09 expressed in terms of percentage. Whenever you convert a number to percentage, multiply 100, right? To conversion of percentage. First thing is convert into fraction. Decimal one, right? Decimal after we have digits. Decimal after 2 digits means zeros. Now, whenever you want to convert a fraction to percentage, multiply 100. Whenever you want to convert a fraction to percentage, multiply 100. Coming to this question, multiply 100, do I get 109? Write it as percent. Okay. So convert a fraction to multiply 100, and same way percentage to fraction means divide 100. So for this question we got the answer as option C. Option C. Next. If numerator is more than denominator, all are aware of this fractional concept. So if numerator is more than denominator, fraction is called as what? Is more than denominator is considered as improper fraction. As improper fraction. When it is more than like 5 by 3, by 2, all these cases examples of numerator is greater than denominator. That's why this kind of fraction we call it as proper fraction. Means what? Numerator is less than denominator. Numerator is less than denominator, we call it as proper fraction. Than denominator, improper fraction. Okay. I guess like fraction means they have same numerators. Like fractions means same by 2. All have same denominators, right? Like fractions. Write an example. Denominator same and change the numerator. Okay. Next. This question, the answer is important. Find the sum of 0. Let's find this question, right? Make sure might go last number 63 they gave, but still I can write at 0, right? Have any value? 00, 100, both are right. Write this at 6, 8, 7, 3. Okay. Now all are having digits only. 8th question, it's like a numerator more than denominator, right? Numerator more than denominator is the proper fraction. Okay. 49th question. 49th question, they're asking to sum. Nothing but add all of them. Add them by as option B. Answer as option B. Okay. Very easy. Sometimes it might be time take. Patience while calculation. Smart. Last question. So, what 18 of them plus made up 60 price. So here for each them all the 18 copies, getting it as 7 price of the getting the selling price of so selling price and we got the price price minus profit, which is 5760. It's nothing but of 700. Asking a novel, one novel have 18. Right? It's not decimal size. 8. Thing 316 66 like that. Question C. This question looks like a trick sentence to 18 copy. Each one at each novel. Finally, we 5,000 the 18 copy. Asking the cost price of one novel divided 18. Answer is all about our question paper. Should worry like have any kind of a doubts, you can back to the channel. You contact us through this channel. Okay, it's available for you. Okay? Make sure if you keep on practicing a lot again and again, having a very good review. Practice this model that will be very much benefit for you. Like, share and subscribe channel. Always for you if you need any kind of. Okay. Thank you everyone. Hope you all enjoyed our session. Everyone. Okay, so it's a like max session doubts. So we have all done. Bye everyone. Thank you.